welcome back once again. So in this part we are going to see how we can use the radio button and radio button groups in our Android application. So let me drag this radio button here, and whenever the radio button is clicked we want to show some toast here. Alright, so let me go to the main activity.java file, and I need to create the object of radio button, and then radio button as like this, and we need to link this radio button with our XML file. So radio button equals to find view by id order id dot radio button, and let me typecast this, Alt plus enter, and whenever this radio button is clicked we want to have some listener to do our action. So sit on click listener and this. So and we can have our normal case as previous. So it is going to be radio button and break. Now we just need to copy this all of this code and paste it here. So and this is going to be a radio button, and this is also going to be radio button, right? So and inside here we need to typecast it to the radio button instead of checkbox. Now let us run this, and here is our application. And when the user check this, it is going to say radio button is at on state. But the problem is here, when I try to uncheck this, this is not going to uncheck. It is going to remain at the unchecked state always. So whenever we have the situation where we have to select only one option, then we need to go for checkbox. But whenever we have the multiple option and the user has to choose the only one option for this, we need to go for radio button. And in order to implement the logic of the radio button, we normally go with the radio group. So now let's see how we can implement the radio button using radio groups. So let me go to the activity_main XML file, and let me drag radio groups here. So it is radio group is here, and I can drag this. It is showing some rendering problem, but it is okay. So and now we need some button inside the radio groups. So I can drag the radio button inside this radio group like this. So and you can see here this radio button are coming up here. So let me drag another radio button inside this radio group, and there we go. Now we can also change the orientation of this radio group. As you can see here, by default the orientation of the radio group is vertical, so but we can make it horizontal as well. So we just need to specify the orientation here. Just type orientation and let it be horizontal, and the radio buttons are coming in the horizontal fashion, right? So let me change it as here male and female. So and now we need to implement the logic in our main activity. So we first need to create the object of radio groups. So it is going to be a radio group, and we need to link this radio group with our XML file. So it is going to be radio group find view id order id dot this. Let's see its id first of all. So it has the id of, so let us assign some id. It is going to be radio underscore group underscore id. So it is going to be at here like this, radio group underscore id, and let us typecast this. And we need to have some listener on this radio group. So radio group dot, and we can also go with the sit on click listener, but this time I'm going to I'm going to implement this set on checklist the interface and override its method. So I just can pass this, and I need to implement the on check listener. Oops, sorry. So actually we need to implement this on check change listener, and we have to override this method called on check change, right? So hit OK, and inside here we need to have the switch case, and we can just get this ID check called check ID and pass it here, and we can perform the switch case as order ID dot. So let's see the ID of each of them. So radio button 2 IDs for female and 3 for male. Okay, now it is going to be radio button 2 and it is for male, and radio button order ID dot radio button 3 and it is going to be for female. So let me see once again. So 3 for male. Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, it is for male and it is for female. So let's just show some toast here. So let me actually copy this, copy and paste, and it is going to say female, female, and it is going to say for male. Let us run this and see our result. And here is our application with radio groups. So let me click this, and it says male, and when I click this it says female. So this is how we can use the radio groups in the Android framework. So, and I will see you in the next part.